This is your afternoon report brought to you by Sky Sports News.
Coming up, David Beckham on the MLS. We hear from Portsmouth's new £11 million signing, and we've got the latest on Frank Lampard's future. We'll hear from Peter Crouch in just a second, but first, Sky Sports has announced its live televised games for the new Premier League season. The opening weekend will feature Manchester United, Arsenal and Chelsea. The first game of the new season, live on Sky Sports, is newly promoted West Brom's trip to the Emirates. It'll be the Baggies' first visit to Arsenal's new stadium. The last time the two sides met in the Premier League was back in April 2006. The first Super Sunday of the new season starts off at Stamford Bridge, where Luis Felipe Scolari's Chelsea will host Portsmouth. And then it's up to Old Trafford as reigning champions host Kevin Keegan's Newcastle. The first Big Four clash comes on the 13th of September, where Manchester United travel to Anfield looking to beat Liverpool for the 6th time in 7 years. Chelsea take on Manchester United on September the 21st. Chelsea won 2-1 in April to take the title to the wire, and the match will be just as important again. The first Merseyside derby is at Goodison on September the 27th. Liverpool beat Everton 2-1 last season thanks to a last-minute penalty, and it's Derby Day up in the North East on Sunday, October the 25th. Newcastle visit the Stadium of Light. And you can find all the dates and details for all the televised fixtures on skysports.com as well. Portsmouth showed off their new £11 million signing in the last hour. Peter Crouch is back at the club for a second time.
There's no guarantees, obviously, after that. My place. We've got other forwards at the club, obviously, as well. But for myself, obviously, I'll have to work hard pre-season and prove myself to the manager and all the players here, the fans, and hopefully, if that's the case, then it will be regular first team football, and it's something I look forward to.
You've worked successfully with Harry before. How important is it that your manager has every faith in you?
One of the most important factors. First and foremost, I think the manager's built a good side here. We've got a good squad, a good side now. Certainly from the one where I was previously at the club, it's certainly a big change. So first and foremost, that's the most important thing. And then obviously the manager's got does have faith in me, and I, like I've said before, I believe he gets the best out of me, so I'm looking forward to that.
I think he's a terrific player, people, we know over the years he's obviously very tall. People talk about, being able to hit him in the air, but he's got great ability all round, in my opinion. You saw some of the goals he scored last season for Liverpool, volleys and all sorts of goals, and he's got great ability. I think he can link play up, holds the ball up, gets on the end of things. For me, he's not in the England team for nothing. He's been a regular almost in the England team for the last few years, quite rightly so.
Now to the latest on Frank Lampard's future. Inter Milan director Gabriele Oriali claims that Lampard does want to leave Chelsea and move to the San Siro. Lampard has rejected Chelsea's offer of a 4-year contract as he wants a 5-year deal to stay at the club. Chelsea have rejected a £7.95 million offer for the midfielder. Oriali told an Italian TV station, "We cannot certainly take him away from Chelsea by force, but what is certain right now is that the player wants strongly to come to Inter." David Beckham has been speaking to Sky Sports News and insists that he moved to the MLS to hopefully see football grow in America, something which he believes has happened since his switch from Real Madrid.
I came to America wanting to progress the game and wanting to be part of something that I thought that could get bigger, and so far it has. The crowds attendances have been going up. Everywhere that we've played has nearly been sold out. We had 31,000 here the other day. So the stadiums have been filled, and the excitement is there. It's just about keeping it going, and we're enjoying it.
Liverpool have signed Brazilian goalkeeper Diego Cavalieri from Palmeiras on a 4-year contract. Cavalieri is Rafael Benitez's third major signing over the summer and will act as an understudy to Pepe Reina. Kevin Phillips says Alex McLeish's managerial experience made it easy for him to join Birmingham. Phillips has signed a 2-year deal at St Andrews after failing to agree a new contract with West Brom.
Well, it's a big lure, isn't it? For players, especially for me, that was one of the factors as well. Once I spoke to Alex, he was very confident what he wants to do this year, and he said to me that you'll be an integral part of my team this year, which for me speaks volumes. So yeah, he's got the experience here. He's got Roy Aitken, his number 2, I work with at the Villa as well. So you know, they've got plenty of experience there, and that's a big lure for players to come here.
The draw for the upcoming 2020 Cup semi-finals has been made. Middlesex Crusaders will have to wait and see who they will face after they became the latest side involved in the row of Yorkshire's expulsion from the competition. The initial draw for finals day, which takes place at the Rose Bowl on July 26th, pits Kent against Essex, but the outcome is less clear for Middlesex, who must wait to see who their opponents will be. Coming up on Sky Sports, well, it's live ball-by-ball action from day 2 of the first test at Lord's over on Sky Sports 1 and HD1 right now. And later this evening, there's live Super League from 7:30. You can see just how the Bradford Bulls fare against Warrington Wolves. It's Friday fight night at 10. Lee Meager and John Murray go head-to-head for the British lightweight title. That's also on Sky Sports 1. The World Match Play Bowls is live now on Sky Sports 2 until 6 p.m. and recommences at 7. And there's live Rugby Union from 6 this evening over on Extra with the Currie Cup match between the Sharks and Volker. And don't forget, you can keep on top of all of the day's stories on Sky Sports News. That's Sky Digital Channel 405.